Welcome back to Aldrich Farm, episode 18, and we got a little bit going on today. Just get everybody started. He's, we've got a full crew today. Well, except for poor old Charles. So Justin is back for a few days as we're a bit short-handed and we've got a lot to do. I'm just going to get him to lime the home meadow, which is a little bit acidic. I'll get him to shove some lime down, and then I'm going to get him to bung a little bit of a herbicide on it, because we need to herbicide that. Paul is going to start doing the work to get the barley, the organic barley in. And just get him going, and I'm going to be grassing a new meadow once I bought it. We are still very short of grass, so I'm going to buy field 18, I think it is, and that's close-ish to the sheep, but not too far from the feed maker. So that will be mainly once the grass grows enough to feed the sheep on. Hopefully then between the three meadows we should have enough grass until I increase the cattle. I'm going to do that first, then I'm going to bring you up to date with what's been happening, which is quite a bit. Yes, 18, which if you look is down here, sheep are up here, and the mixing here, so it's about halfway between, and that's not too bad a route to get up to the sheep from there, so that's the one we're going to have. I've changed my bank over. I've got a new bank, which if I remember which button it is, this one. We have got, we know was the credit union Hassenstead. I think in this one that my old friends, the Crawford Browns, won't have a lot to do with, so I'm going to use them to buy the field, which we now have. I can get some loans and what have you, so it looks it's quite good. We can take up to 5 million. I don't think I'm going to want that. I just leave bank. Right, I'm now going to grab the JCB, and at the same time I'll bring you right up to date with what's been happening. We'll just take this up to 18, and right, Charles, he went to court, as you know, a little while ago, because it's been a month or two, about a month past since you were last with me. It was a bit odd because it got into the second day on the case, and the prosecution barrister went sick. So the case wasn't adjourned; it was actually cancelled, and it's got to be a retrial, and that's coming up in a few days' time. At the moment, Charles is with his solicitor and barrister, although his barrister says he don't think there's a lot of hope with what he's heard. Just got to remember where the entrance is for this one. This is our new field on the right hand side. There we are. Now I'll start here and I'll just grass this. Need to put some moisture on it too, and there's still no sign of any rain now. Yes, the recorder. Oh no, just a little bit of explanation of the different terms I'll be using. I might as well start and go around the outside first. I'm going to come out to do this. Britain, we have several different grades of judges. Top ones, of course, the Supreme Court. Then you have the Stars things. I'll go and see him first. We have Supreme Court and and about the same level as appeal court judges and your circuit judges, crown court judges, and that is a whole gamut of. But the bottom of the lot are what is known as recorders, and they are barristers who have passed the test to actually hear cases, and that's what we were in front of, a recorder. So poor old Charles has got to go all through it again. Let's see what. Oh yes, I want to put some B on here, so I'll just drop this off and then get Justin going on the B herbicide. Yes, the recorder said, because it was in front of the jury, of course, this trial. It said as it's going to be, it could be another week before the prosecution barrister was back fit. It wouldn't be a fair trial to let it continue, because you'd already heard, or they'd already heard about almost 2 days of evidence. But our barrister did say he don't think Charles has got much hope, but he's going to play on his character and hope he can get him a lighter sentence by pointing out what a good chap. And I honestly, and I'm ashamed to admit that I didn't realise what Charles was doing. As I think he was out every night getting absolutely plastered, and apparently he was spending some nights cleaning out the riding stables. It's just drop that off. It's Lady Norfolkian owns the riding stables here, and they run this riding for the disabled scheme, which you may not know much about. But it's where they take disabled children, mainly children, and let them ride horses under supervision, of course. But what I didn't know was that Charles had been there mucking the stables out for him for nothing. And oh, now first you take off your weight. Now if I drop, I should better drop it round here. That should do. Yeah, so it's been mucking the stables out, but it also started to help him out by helping with the riding. Apparently he was a great hit with the kids. So she is actually going to speak for him, which is rather nice of her, I think. She's a feisty old girl. I say old girl, she's about my age. She's in her 60s. And one of these people who has got a very upper class type accent and sounds like it, but she swears like a trooper. I want to get this right, but BB on there. Let me just fill this back one up. Yes, so she's going to speak for him, and I know he does some charity work because he's always come around to try and get me to sponsor him, which I always do. Well, as I think I've made clear, I like the old boy. He's might be a bit of a pain, and I should really back this round here and go out the right way. Here we come. So, but one other little extra through the say, oh, I just realised I haven't changed the stuff in the back tank over, so we better just do that. Yes, one other thing that's happened. I got a writ land on my desk the other day from Sprake, and apparently they are suing me for not having full control of my staff. This is going to be a civil case, and my solicitor don't think it'll come to anything. They think it's mainly just to try and keep me quiet. So I'm put that into my solicitor's hands to think about counter-suing for trespass. And by the way, if you don't know, trespass is not a criminal offence, it's a civil offence. Don't know if I'm going to get much grass put down today by the looks of it. No. We're just home field. I'll just put that in a home field one. And we'll use the same course again. It's come down somewhere there. We're just going to put some herbicide on as I want to try and keep this clear of weed before we start. Right, next we are going to take him through to 6. Now that is the Terrafer doing any work on. I'll take it around the edge here because then we'll get him to put the barley in. Oh, I bet just get rid of that. Somewhere around here should be the gap through. Here we are. We go up. This one. How we go from here? Right. I don't think we got 6 sorted out either. 6. Oh, 5 metre we may have. No, let's have a look at it. Because some of these courses are awful. I must maybe one off them. I don't know, we might get away with that. We'll try that anyway then. Let's see which... which is this? This is the start or the finish? Looks like the stop. Ah, he's round here. This corner is a pain. This is one of the things I want to combine these two fields and split them in half again, but in a more sensible way. Let's just... Alright, now I'll get back to my work. Did I turn it on? No, I didn't. Lower it. Just go around the outside here. Get this grassed. Yeah, so it's all go at the moment. And I'm also, because we know that Charles, there's a good chance he's going to be away for quite a while. We are going to be, and we won't have Justin after this year anyway at all. He's just going to be too busy. Oh, he hasn't. That's an aside talking to him. He said he's going to go more into the animals, organic animals. So a lot of his fields are going to be turned into meadows. So, which is quite handy. So it means that I can then go more in organic and not tread on his toes too much, which I don't want to do. Let's just check this is working. Yeah. Then we come outside and do. Oh, it's easy inside. Yes, as I was saying, I'm going to need someone else because Charles, basically, how this farm is set at the moment, Charles is in charge of the animals, and he also does the combine. Paul does almost everything else, and I do whatever the other two don't want to do. That's just about the truth of it. If they don't want to do something, I will usually do it. I'm a very easy employer. We'll need to put some water on here. I might get Justin to spray this once I've finished this off. But we need some grass back up on the sheep, and I must probably off screen I'm going to have to do some. Let's just see if we can get most of this. Yeah, right. Now I'm going to come back, go back along here. Yeah, so it's been all go here. Oh yes, I was talking about getting someone else. Well, I got someone in mind. I was in the pub the other night. Surprise, surprise. Oh, by the way, the wife is back. Her mother is a lot better, so I'm not going down the pub quite as much now. But I was down there the other night and got talking to the regulars. And I'm just going to have to go and have a look at the case. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That's what happens on this. Now, where did he get to? I think what we might do is just try remaking this course. It's this corner which is the problem. So what I'm going to do is cancel that out. Oh yeah, I was saying that Jim, he works at the abattoir, the slaughterhouse. He's, shall we say, he's not the brightest candle in the box. What I'm going to do is do this opposite way. I'm going to go twice round on the outside first. That should do it. That looks better. Means we'll be going over some of this twice, but that isn't going to matter. Justin's finished, so he can take a rest for a little while. Right, back to this again. Yes, he was saying his daughter is having a job to get a full-time job. They're just not about. So, I asked him a bit about her. I know some things about her. She's also not the brightest candle in the box, but I have spoken to her a few times. I have met up with her at different things, and she's always very polite. And where she has had a job, she tries her best. So I'm gonna have a word with her this afternoon actually, and offer a job as an apprentice on the farm. It would be nice to actually have someone else here to take some of the pressure away from well, Paul is gonna need holidays. I normally don't bother with holidays. It's as the wife tells me, I'm wedded to the farm. But I'm happy. The wife goes out to different places. We're like ships that, you know, run along parallel lines and touch now and again. Yeah, I think that's brought you up to date with most of the news. Oh yes, Kylie's the girl's name. Yes, I know, it's not what you'd normally expect, but apparently her mother is a big fan of Kylie Minogue. I've got a few bits here I want to fill in by the looks of it. Also, I've got to run around and make an outline for this field. But I think what we'll do is we'll try and get this done. And then quit for the day. I shall finish the rest of it off screen, but I've got about 10-15 minutes to go yet. I forgot to look at the time again before I started. Alright, let's see, we're just about at the end of this. Oh, we've got some round here we can do with. Now, I wonder if we can hit those. That looks better. Yeah, but make cricket on this. Oh, it's, Justin's football team is playing now, and apparently doing quite well, the lads. There you have that won a few matches. But most of all, they're enjoying themselves. And I found that not all adults think of themselves only, which tends to be a problem. Yeah, so I was thinking about the work around here. There's some, but there's not a great deal actually in the village. We have the shop, but that's only part-time work. We have the slaughterhouse, but I'm gonna be frank here. If you've got any form of intelligence, you normally don't want to go working in a slaughterhouse. We have a part-time bar work. There's not a lot of work in the hotels because you imagine most of that is taken by very cheap labour from abroad. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, there's a sugar beet, of course, but that's only open for going to be open for 4 months a year. 2 months to take in and 2 months to get rid of everything. There's the different merchants around, but most of those are very small companies. It's only the one big one really, and some work down at the freight yard, but not a great deal. So most of the youngsters go to the town to work. I'm just going to see. Oh, it looks like the case is still going. It looks like I might have that the right way now, so I might cancel that one I've got there. And shouldn't really do the outside first, but oh, thought the devil. Perhaps I should have done an extra lap round. Oh, wait a minute, he might have got out of it himself. Yeah, it's not going to be too far out. Oh, I almost finished here too. Well, this side. I just see the 5 is just over there. So what I'm going to do is join these two together then, and we'll probably come across where sort of maybe 2 long thin fields, I think. Right, back to where we were. Yeah, so there's not a lot of work around. There's just farm work. But one of the problems we're having is finding enough experienced farm labourers. Well, I decided this time I'm not going to go for experience. Well, I haven't at any time, to be honest. Both Charles was trained by my father, and Paul I trained up, which is probably why they're both a little bit odd. I know the major won't take the prince on, he will only take trained staff, and he is struggling at the moment to get enough labourers. Well, they're not labourers, we call them labourers, but they're technicians. In almost any other walk of life they'd be on a lot more money than we can afford to pay them. When you consider the machinery they work with and the knowledge they have to have on herbicides, pesticides, they've got a very good computer knowledge now to work things like the GPS. Tractors and machinery is so complex now. There's computers in here which got more power than a mainframe had 50 years ago. Now the case has decided to slip again. I bet he's hit that tree again. And I think we're just undone now. He looks like he's out again. So there should be enough grass here to give a couple of loads each cut to the sheep. And we take a little bit off the others. Meadows every time. We may stand a chance out of. I'm just going to try and fill in some of these bits I missed. No, I shouldn't really keep driving over it now. It's a growing crop now. But we're just going to whip round here then. I think we'll have a quick look round, see how everybody else doing. I'll set Justin up to spray some water on this. I need to put some slurry on there when we get going, but I think at the moment we'll be alright. Let's just wrap this lot up. Just let it wrap up before we go out. Which way we want to go? Oh yeah, you might have noticed I now got round to actually fitting the little indicators in there in the HUD at the bottom. There we go, look at that. Oh, don't that look pretty? I've got less and less excuse now for not using them. Oh yes, so all we're going to do, well, then I think next time you're back, it'll be time to sell the other field. Just park this over here just for now. I'll put it up later. I just want to go and grab Justin, change what he's got in there around to water. And I need to go, I might just take the JCB and just grass around the outside of this on the bits we don't want there. Oh, you can see the bits we missed. Never mind. I keep forgetting to use these signals. Don't need to use them so much in the yard. Just gonna spray the grass with some water. I'll have to just run around the outside, but I think with that, I think I rambled on long enough, and I'll just say cheerio for now. Thank you all who have subscribed, thank you all who have commented, thank you all who have liked, and carry on doing the same. Just change that over, and we'll just get him set before I forget about it. Alright. And so, as normal, it's a quick cheerio for now. Thank you very much.